Dr. Roman Yampolsky. Let's talk about simulation theory.
I think we are in one. And there is a lot of agreement on this, and this is what you should be doing in it, so we don't shut it down. First,
I see messages all the time in the comments section that some of you didn't realize you didn't subscribe. So if you could do me a favor and double check if you're a subscriber to this channel, that would be tremendously appreciated. It's the free thing that anybody that watches this show frequently can do to help us here, to keep everything going in this show in the trajectory it's on. So please do double check if you subscribed. And thank you so much, because in a strange way, you're part of our history and you're on this journey with us. And I appreciate you for that. So yeah, thank you. Dr. Roman Yampolsky. What is the mission that you're currently on? Because it's quite clear to me that you are on a bit of a mission, and you've been on this mission for, I think, the best part of 2 decades at least.
I'm hoping to make sure that superintelligence works.
Watching this video, please clean your dryer like this, because this could literally save your life. We all clean our lint traps, right? But here's something that you might not know that's actually really surprising. Oh, obviously I don't clean this enough. If you use fabric softener or you use any type of dryer sheets, there's actually an invisible film that can be trapped in this filter that can stop airflow and cause fires. So not only are we going to vacuum this all out inside to make sure we're getting everything, but we're actually going to wash this with soap and water to remove that invisible film and make sure you never have a dryer fire. See how the water's pooling? See how it's not draining through?
Ships must use official automatic identification systems, which broadcast identification and position to nearby ships' radar systems. If an unidentified boat appears but doesn't respond to contact, the crew will jump into action. One key defense are long-range acoustic devices, non-lethal sonic weapons that emit an intense, high-pitched sound beam over 1,000 feet, capable of causing permanent hearing damage to targets within range. Another line of defense are anti-boarding devices that deter pirates if they get too close to the ship. Also used by merchant and cargo ships, there are a few varieties of possible anti-boarding systems, one of which is the P-trap. When deployed, P-traps encircle the ship with multiple layers of thin lines floating on the water's surface, which tangle propellers of approaching boats, disabling them. Ships also
And I remember thinking at the time that this person believed in financial security. This person believed in the blueprint, and it was taken from her. And now I'm in her shoes. What's to say that the same won't happen to me? And that was the first time I saw a crack in the system, and I realized if you give someone else the power to feed you, you're also giving them the power to starve you. And that's when I really understood, okay, I need to learn about money. I need to stop spending it in the way that I'm spending it. I need to stop having this mindset around money, because what it's done right now is it's kind of trapped me. So what I did is took the power back in my own hands, did everything I needed to learn how to save, spend, invest, budget. And it came very easily to me because I was in banking. It was financial lingo, and I could simplify it very, very easily for me. And that's really where my mindset or my change in thinking around money changed. And that's the same moment where I started my YouTube channel.
Ah, okay.
People, it has rightfully become a sort of widespread joke. However, for others, it is no joke at all. There are people who emphatically believe in this conspiracy, often citing evidence from history, cultural mythology, and archaeology that supposedly supports its existence. Where does this reptilian conspiracy come from, exactly? What is the alleged evidence held up in its defense? And why are there people who actually believe in it? To answer these questions, I have a special guest joining us today, Dr. David Miano from the World of Antiquity channel.
Hi Trey, thanks for having me. I am really excited to be talking about reptilians with you. It's going to be fun. I'll offer my observations as they come up. Let's get into it.
So sit back and enjoy this installment of Behind the Conspiracy, Reptilians. Despite the claims of many of its proponents, the idea of reptilians is relatively young. It appears that we only need to go back a little under 100
thing that we could do is that we can add an additional column here with the timestamp of when, oh my gosh, with the timestamp of when this thing was reserved. So reserved timestamp. And now what we can do is that when we read the database to see what's available, this query would look like select all tickets where the status is available or it's reserved, but the reserved timestamp is more than 10 minutes ago. So we made this query a little bit more complicated, but this would absolutely work. Now, this is an okay option. The one downside of this option is that you make your database and your data model here a bit confusing. You have a status of reserved while things aren't actually in a reserved status, and you need to keep these two things consistent with one another. That sort of sucks. So there's something else that we can do, and we can introduce, for example, a cron.
Make this show as good as I can now and into the future. We're going to deliver the guests that you want me to speak to, and we're going to continue to keep doing all of the things you love about this show. Thank you. Thank you so much. Back to the episode. So what is the S&P 500 for anybody that doesn't know?
Yeah.
And what are the returns that I'm likely to get from investing in the S&P 500? I really want to simplify this for people that are at the very start of their investing journey. Yeah. You know, because I mean, this is what you spend so much of your time doing, that I just think about my team here. So at the Diary of a CEO, there's about 30 people. And we started talking about money one day. And it was mind-blowing how nobody in my team's lives had ever had the conversation with them about investing. We all think of investing as something that rich people after the age of 40 do once you have $1 million. Or if you don't have $1 million, then the only other way to invest, we're taught, is to buy a house.
This is driving me insane.
It's true though, isn't it?
Yes.
Really feel that support. And of course, the earth beneath that. The earth that is always supporting us. And as you become more and more aware of that support beneath you, allow it to help your body to let go a little bit more now. Releasing a little bit more now. Nine. Feel into your body. Notice.
Delta is experimenting with something that's mind-blowing. If you book a ticket, and they're not doing this everywhere, so it must be an internal test. If you book a ticket for one person, you're going to be quoted higher fares than if you're booking for a couple or 3 or 4 people per ticket. So apparently what's going on at Delta is their algorithms say that one person traveling alone in certain markets is likely traveling for business and is not price sensitive.
Exactly.
Not from the fines.
No, definitely not. And also, like, it's the perfect way to stand out as a tourist. Like,
yes.
And this is the thing about Brazil. They will call anyone a gringo. Like, gringo doesn't just mean a white person. It means you're not from here. Like, we can tell you're not from here. And
that puts a target on your back.
Exactly. Being flashy and all that, they can already tell, oh, that's my next mark. Like, you're definitely going to be their next target. So just don't bring that attention to yourself. Dress down, dress local, wear your little bikini, your little shorts, your flip-flops, and just be chill. Like, no one even cares about the brands and all. It's not about that at all.
Less is more. Like, y'all seeing the little bikinis and the little briefs. Less is more.